I've been watching some reselling videos on YouTube and I've noticed some controversy around that 90 days period, after which your listings are dead as dodo. Let's talk about it. And welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Polish Pete, eBay reseller based in UK. I buy cheap ladies clothing in bulk and I sell them individually on eBay for profit. I'm also an unpaid carer for an elderly and disabled person who lives abroad. Today I would like to address some controversy around that 90 days theory. It's about your listings going cold or stagnant or dead after being on eBay for 90 days without a sale made on them. This has popped up on Married to Reselling channel, link down below. Yeah, I've got nothing against those guys. In fact, I am a subscriber of their channel. I watch their channel and they have plenty of useful information there. Anyway, guys from that channel said that they sell 90 days old listings or even older listings on a regular basis, so they don't believe that this is the case. I'm not the one to tell you what to believe or what not to believe in, but when I say something on this channel, it's either down to the testing that I have done myself, or it's an information that I've been told by eBay and I believe in it. There's enough people on YouTube talking rubbish about eBay to thousands of their subscribers, so I don't need to be one of them really. I want to pass the information that I believe it's true and I got some evidence that it's true. So guys, first of all, there is official eBay video on official eBay channel. I've put the link to the video down below. I have already talked about this video. I have already given you that video before, but if you haven't watched it yet, go and have a look. This video is from eBay Open 2023 that has taken place in Manchester in UK. Right? In that video there is a lady. Her name is Alex, and this lady is head of small and medium business trading in eBay UK, in eBay UK branch. She's not a rep, she's not a rep supervisor, she's not a junior level manager or middle level manager. I would say she is probably one of the top 20 managers in UK in eBay. Like I've said, I have presented this video before where I was talking about that 90-day rule and some other stuff, because this video is really interesting. In my humble opinion, this is the best video made by eBay and uploaded to YouTube by eBay that I have ever seen in 15 years. So please go and watch this video if you haven't watched it yet. She explicitly states that 90 days rule. It's more or less about 8 minutes into the video. Yeah, 8 minutes into the video. She calls those listings stagnant listings and explicitly says that they can have negative impact on your search relevance, which means your listings are not being searched as good as they could be. Guys, we need to be vigilant. We can't take everything for granted, but we have to question things. But on the other hand, we can't blindly question and reject everything that eBay says. We need to stay sane. We need to avoid the rabbit hole of denying everything top to bottom. So let's apply some critical thinking into this, guys. we've got one of the top level managers from eBay UK. She's making a presentation during eBay Open to the audience that basically knows something about eBay. Yeah, I can fairly assume that this presentation was scripted, and the script has been vetted by her boss or by her peer. I bet they have read it together, they applied minor changes here and there, and at the end of the day they have agreed that this is what she is going to say. I don't believe she made this presentation on her own without showing it to anybody and went to eBay Open and said it. Yeah? Moreover, this presentation has been recorded, video has been cut and processed, and it has been uploaded onto official eBay UK channel. Not Pete from the shithole, an official eBay channel. Yeah? But let's assume she is lying. We need to ask ourselves, why would she lie? What's the agenda? Why would eBay try to convince us to end and sell similar our listings, applying changes to them, revising them after 90 days without a sale? What's eBay agenda to convince us to do so, assuming it's against our interests, or at least it doesn't make any change, it doesn't make any difference? Me personally, I can't see any logical explanation why would they do that. In fact, I can't see even half logical explanation. Hence, I assume it's true, and this is how eBay shit works. Now, including me, nobody has ever said that there is no chance at all to sell a listing that is 90 days old. I have only said that the chance to get a sale out of that listing is tiny, small, close to zero. But if you ask me if it's possible, of course it is. But to me, it's close to impossible. Let's say you've got a returning customer who buys from you on a regular basis. He goes to your shop, have a browse, finds something, buys it, and you can get a sale out of 90 days listing, 90 days old listing. Or he finds your listing in search, in eBay search, and then says to himself, oh, I would rather it to be in a different color. Let's have a look if this guy has the same item but in a different color, say green or red or whatever. He goes to your shop, finds the item, buys it, and again you've got a sale from a 90 days old listing. Or you use promoted listings. Customer finds your item via promoted listings, buys it, and you've got a sale on 90 days old listing. Or you've got like a one-of-a-kind item and there is like 5 items like that on eBay. So when customer performs a very narrow search, your items can still pop up in this search because there's only like 5 items in entire eBay. So you can get that 90 days old listing being sold when it's like a one-of-a-kind item. Or customer performs search in Google, finds your listing this way, and again comes to eBay, buys it, and you've got a sale from a 90 days old listing. Or you have just sold a freshly listed item, and then green wave kicks in and triggers a sale on something that is very, very, very similar, but is 90 days old. There are plenty of circumstances that can trigger that sale on 90 days listing. But if you sell common items that say return like 50,000 results in eBay search, yeah, and your listing is 90 days old, don't expect it to land in top 20 search result of those 50,000 listings that eBay has found on that search. Yeah, it's not going to happen, or at least it's not going to happen on a regular basis. Don't even expect to land on the first, second, or third page of results. Your listing will be buried further down the line. Chances are super slim for your listing that is 90 days old or older to be on top of the search results for a very, very, very common item. Yeah, because there are thousands upon thousands upon thousands the same or very similar items that have been listed within last week. Now, if you perform a search in the incognito mode and you can find your listing in isolation, this fact doesn't mean anything. Yeah, it only proves that your listing is searchable, nothing else. It is indexed by algorithm and it's searchable. Yeah, you can find it, but go to the platform again and perform a very broad search. Don't copy and paste your title. Perform a very broad search like you were a customer. Yeah, and if it's a common, highly saturated item, try to find it this way. The fact that your item is searchable doesn't mean it will end up in the top search results. And that is the problem, not the fact that your listing is unsearchable. The problem is that your listing is cold and it will end up on 52nd page of results. And there is not even a single customer who will go there. Remember, guys, if your item is searchable, it's okay, but it's not enough. It has to pop up in the top of search results to give you a solid chance to get a sale. Especially, like I've said, if this item is common item and there are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of similar items on eBay. If you have plenty of 90 days old listings, go and end and sell similar them. Make some changes in them, revise them, make some tweaks, and check if this will bring you some extra sales. What have you got to lose? It's only your time, nothing else. You will not get lower sales by doing so. The only thing you can get is higher sales or no changes whatsoever. Yeah, that's the worst outcome, no changes whatsoever. Yeah, we all know that nuclear reset works and you get solid, significant spike in impressions, views, watchers, and sales in first 48 hours from performing nuclear reset. So this must be true. This must be true. That if the listing is old and you can end and sell similar it, you've got a higher chance to sell it. There is exception from every rule. But the fact that you have just sold a 90 days old listing doesn't mean that this listing isn't cold or isn't dead or isn't stagnant, or however you wish to call it. Because even blind hen finds the grain from time to time. But if you can end and sell similar and revise your listings every 90 days, in my opinion, and in opinion of eBay, it may only benefit you. On the other hand, if you don't want to end and sell similar your listings or on a regular basis, then you have to do this. Now, this information I have been given by eBay rep, so take it with a grain of salt, but there was a a subscriber to my channel who has sent me an email about this, that he's doing it and it helps. I can't remember the name of the subscriber. I'm very sorry for that, but I have tried it for last 3 weeks before I have closed my shops, and it started to give me some good results. So instead of ending and sell similar, you can go to your listing and revise it, that listing, when the listing is being live, but you have to change something. Yeah, you have to change something. That eBay rep has told me that I can't go wrong with revising my listing every 10 to 12 days. And this will keep them relevant in search results if I do that. And I've been doing that. Obviously, I haven't been revising my listings every 10 days because that's too much work. But what I have been doing is I have ended and sold similar listing. And it was listing that I didn't change for 90 days. So I've put it live. I gave it, say, 7 to 10 days, and then I went and revised it and made some changes. And those listings really started to pop up in my watchers. Yeah, they gained watchers. I was able to send them offers to them, and I have sold a fair amount of them as well. Yeah, I hope this video clears all the doubts about 90 days rule. If you don't believe in that 90 days rule, there is nothing I can do to convince you. I've already said what I've got to say. And yeah, that would be it for today, guys. I hope you found this video interesting. If you have, please don't forget to click that like button on your way out. Also, if you wish to support the channel further and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. I'll see you next time. Have a great week. God bless you all, and bye bye.